Actually, my first time I came to Oman, and this is really a long story, so to keep it short, it was in 2006. I was extremely adventurous, so I rented a car in Dubai, because I was currently in Dubai, and I drove until Salalah for almost 8 days. Of course, I did some stopovers in Hazar Had and Muscat and until Salalah. So in 2006, as you can imagine, the roads were not like they are today. It's really fantastic. And that day, I said to myself, I was as a tourist and actually photographer, as you can see here in my pictures. Photographer is my hobby. Music, play music, and photography is my hobby. And I said, I love this country because I did not speak a single word of Arabic at the time. I never heard about Oman only on the books, but I never tried to visit. I never imagined my life here in Oman. But there's a huge relationship of Oman and Portugal, you know, more than 150 years of history. So I was very interested, even the names of the cities, how the importance of this relationship was. I was very curious to understand more Oman. It was really how I started the relationship with Oman. And I knew I would come back, but not personally, but for professional reasons. In 2014, I came back to Oman. So His Excellency, the director of and chairman of the studies and research of the D1 Royal Corps, he contacted me to say if I was available to come with my whole team of the ISPD to come to Oman to train, advise, and consult all the protocol department of His Majesty. So it was really a fantastic, amazing project, because for one side I had the ability to train the people based on my expertise, based the sharing I had to give together with heads of protocol that belong to my team, or corporate diplomats like myself, or communication strategists. So to train them in a sharing approach. So it does not mean that their protocol department was not good. It was the opposite. The protocol department of Oman is outstanding, but of course it's interesting as well for them to understand how we do things in Europe, how we do things in China, how we do things in India, how we do things in Latin America, how we do things in North America, and so on. So we brought all this know-how to Oman, and it was retained in the country. So I'm really happy, and I still, today, the day of today, the majority of my friends in Oman, they are from the royal protocol, because of that time. We really had contact to junior level, senior level. And then as well, some 6 months after, of course, I was running not only a program, but advice program in corporate diplomacy, but only for the high-level advisors and senior advisors for His Majesty, Royal Court as well, ministers, undersecretaries, sponsored by the Minister of Dian himself. So it was really a fantastic experience that I had, not only living in Oman, working in Oman, but being able to share my expertise and received a lot. So the point when you give and when you advise and you are in contact with the high-level people that have decision-making in the country, you receive a lot as well. So you will learn, and you destroy stereotypes. So you can then come back to Europe and say to the people around you, this is not only what is in the newspapers. This is really, I saw in my eyes, I've learned. So should be an European a lot of times to share what they see with the eyes of an European. Not only an Omani that goes to Europe to say what is an Omani culture, or a Portuguese or a Belgian that comes to Oman and say what is the European culture. I think it's the interchange of the geopolitical intelligence is these bilateral encounters made multilateral and spread around the world. So this is fascinating about my job. I've lived in 17 countries, and I implemented projects in 96. The ISPD, that is the group that I manage and founded, we have partners in 650 private and public sector stakeholders. We mainly do a lot of job of corporate diplomacy, so commercial relationships, interaction, reputation management is more or less what we do. And of course the brand is subdivided in different types of products, from education, high-level ECTS credits, so that means the European Union education. We have as well a lot of skills training for different industries, from oil and gas to post, to aviation, to energy, to education itself, capacity building. So it's more or less about my story. My future with Oman, I think, is going to be long. We are now setting up Impact Office, the office of ISPD, to impact the whole Gulf region plus Middle East, so not only the Gulf. So I've chosen Oman to that impact, from Oman to the region, because of the soft diplomacy skills approach that market has, but at the same time the people. I'm a people's person, so this is the right place to be. So from here we partner with Dubai 2020, we can partner with Abu Dhabi, we can partner with Qatar, we can partner with Saudi Arabia, we can partner with no geopolitical barriers. Like I said, I'm pro-peace, so I am someone that understands the stakes that are happening in the region, and I don't have any problem to answer difficult questions, but this is the reason why Oman is a country I really love, for personal and professional reasons. From the moment I start traveling and taking photographies of the world, Oman was in my list. When I start actually my professional career, that this year is going to make 20 years of service of the world. That's why I said 17 countries plus 96 other countries where I implemented projects. It's not little, and I'm happy as well to be on Oman. I was receiving currently an award of the Shura Council for the services I've been doing to the country. So that makes me very, very proud, not of Ines, but actually of Oman, because of the recognition of the soft diplomacy skills in the society. So this is a little bit about myself.